Chairs will come. It's easy to talk. Introduction. You want another mic? You come here.
Let's introduce Mr. Yugal Kishore Prabhuji. He is globally renowned speaker, monk, lifestyle mentor, and coach. He holds a master's degree in mathematics and bachelor's degree in science and law from various Indian universities. He has also studied software programming. He is based in Michigan but has traveled all over the US, imparting spiritual insights on work-life balance, relationships, and mindfulness. He has also traveled widely to East Asia, the Middle East, and Europe, conducting seminars on personality development, providing guidance to students, professionals, and corporate leaders. He has conducted seminars at universities such as Carnegie Mellon, University of Pittsburgh, University of Cincinnati, Wayne State University, and Lorhan State University. He has also held seminars for multinational corporations like P&G, Ford Motor Company, among others. His goal is to build like-minded communities, equipped with them the tools to address the problems of the modern world and toxic work culture. He believes that people can live in peace and harmony with nature if they have the right tools and support.
I'd like to add few words. Let's welcome you with a round of applause. When I went to America in 2007, I met Prabhuji there. In 2008, and whatever little I've learned, in terms of spirituality or even the ability to speak, I give complete credit to him, because without his guidance, my life would have been in a different direction altogether. So I'm very happy that he's here in the Siksha group, somebody who inspires me to be a better person every day. And he comes here once in a while. I feel it's like a personal inspection for me that my guru comes and checks whether I'm following what he has told. And I'm very happy that he is here. And actually, he has such a hectic schedule. Today morning, he was in IIT Hyderabad, where it is, Sangarati. And then from another program in another college, and then now in a TV interview, and then he's here. And from here, he's going to Miyako for another program. So in the given time, sometimes you feel life as a sadhu or a monk might be simple. But actually, if you look at their itinerary, I don't think any business person in the planet has that kind of itinerary in which they travel. Not only in India, even outside India. So without any more gap, first of all, I'm sorry that you all have to stay back a little. I know it's the end of the day. But please give your attentive some time, and I'm sure it will help you in some or the other way. This talk is going to help you. And I always feel that many things in life are not planned by us. There is somebody else planning it. And I'm sure today is planned to give some insight into all of you. My humble request is some of you sitting in the back, please come here with the chairs. Please come here with the chairs, because it's good if the speaker can see your face. Please come here in the front. There is a lot of space here. Please. Thank you very much.
Very honored and grateful to be with you today. I'm grateful to management to give me this opportunity, especially Pavanji. I'm grateful to Lakshman Reddy ji, my good friend. I'm grateful to all of you for having taken time to attend this seminar. Please do forgive me for my delay, but again, once again, grateful that you're here, even though there's little delay. So, before I start, I offer a little prayer to create auspiciousness to all of you. So, do you allow me to offer a little prayer? It's called Mangalachanam. Om Jnanatimirandasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातां सगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणलता श्रीविष्णुकर्णश्च हे कृष्णकरुणासिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वर वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसती गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं कृपातमहं वन्दे शिवं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं रामकृष्णपदाय कृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्पदेशकारिणे। Once again, name of the topic today is actually stress management. Stress is a physiological response to an imbalance in the mind. Something is not proper, there's an imbalance. You try to rectify the situation, maybe you have a deadline, or maybe there's a relationship problem. No, this is fine. Yeah. So maybe there's a problem with the child. Children are not listening. There's a problem in the office. So it is more or less an imbalance. And you're trying to rectify it, you're unable to. That type of thing, when it happens, you undergo stress. A state of dis-ease. Something is not normal. Something is bothering you. So, ladies and gentlemen, stress comes when the resources you have are less than the demand. You have a deadline tomorrow. You have been working past 7 days, but you're unable to solve the problem, and you will see your boss with the bitter news. You are not ready. The project, the software is not ready. So when the demand is much more than the resources, then the stress develops. So today, what we are going to talk about is stress, especially stress is two types: eustress and distress. We'll focus more on distress. So eustress is actually, it is a healthy stress. It is not actually this. We need to have stress actually, otherwise we'll become lazy. That's how our bodies are designed. So eustress, we need some stress actually. Then we'll perform actually a good amount of stress. Keep us healthy, keep us on toes, keep our brains active. So like you are getting married. It is a healthy stress. In 1 month you are getting married, but you need that thing, this thing, book the hall, invite all the friends. It is actually healthy stress. Or you have a new relationship, or you are visiting Europe or America. So these are all they come under eustress. So definitely you'll have a lot of focus, and it's very healthy. So this is a performance, this is a curve of performance, you know. So this is performance in this stress level. But if you don't have any stress, you'll become lazy. But as the pressure is there, you start working to cope up with the situation, a very healthy stress. Little pressure is little more, we are motivated. And the pressure is little more, you are further motivated to address it, you are more focused. But the pressure keeps on mounting. After one point, the body gives up. I cannot. Then what happens? Pressure is there, your performance is there. Pressure is there, your performance is there. But you are not realizing you are becoming sick. And but same performance though, then you will come down, you will get into the red zone, burnout zone actually. So, but you are thinking I'm trying my best, but your performance is not same, the results are not same. This is what I want you to see. So, in this performance curve again, so you keep on based on the pressure. You are putting, you start working even hard. But the pressure is there. Let it be any pressure, any problem. Today, technologically developed world, people think if you have money, you'll be happy. No. Today, I'm going to show there are 8 to 9 areas where you need to be functioning very well, where you need to be addressing the problems. That way, you will have the so-called peace and happiness, not just money. Actually, money is only one out of the 8 things. So, the pressure is there. After some point of time, here what happens, exhaustion starts. But the performance is intended. But you're working, then finally burnout. So that's what we are going to talk today. And you're able to understand so far? Thank you. Now, what are the, as I said before, we talk about the distress only, negative stress, not the positive one. The stress, what are the effects of stress? It's behavioral, physiological, emotional, and cognitive. So the stress is there, you're working hard, but you're unable to meet the expectations. Then what happens? Your body needs some other resources. I know some people, I'm sure you have an idea also. When somebody is stressed out, they'll open the freezer and keep on eating it. You fight with somebody, you're angry, or you have a relationship problem, or you have a deadline problem in the office. Some people, in order to cope up,
Keep the laptop. It's easy for you.
that's right. So, what is it? Some people keep on eating it, and some people take shelter of alcohol. One should not do this. Then, and the heartbeat builds up, you will be blessed with blood pressure, and some people will get into anxiety, depression, and they lose the focus. Then, because of the overeating, obesity will come, become alcoholic, and headaches and the hypertension will come, asthma, and it lead to depression, and finally sleep disorder. So all these things will result in a decrease in productivity, decrease in enjoyment and instability of the mind. Honestly, purposefully, I didn't give the statistics of America. America spends billions of dollars to address the problem of stress. It is true with Europe, especially London. But because I want to focus on the content, I'm coming before you with statistics. So these are a couple of stressors. Physical ailments, relationships, progeny, finances, competition, dishonor, wickedness, aging, and death. Now I'll give you an example, how the stress builds. Shastras explain, Gita explains, the first lesson is you are not the body but a spirit soul. Anandamayo abhyasat. What is the nature of the soul? To be very happy. I have a question for all of you. Weekend is coming, what you will do? Some people say, we are going for a picnic. We are going for an excursion. But you don't see anybody. I'm closing the doors and they'll cry. Does anyone say? No. Yes, if they cry, gives you happiness. Anything we do in this world, we enjoy doing it, or with the hope that the end result will bring enjoyment, you do it. What is the nature of the soul? To be happy. The soul is stuck in the body. Soul tries to find happiness through eyes, through ears, through tongue and senses and mind. So, but the reality is different. So the doctor says, hey, yesterday something is not normal. Go and give your blood work to the pathology lab, and this Thursday will meet. You go home, very happy. Your spouse asks for men, women, for men, wife, for ladies, husband. Why are you so happy? I gave my blood work. Will you be happy? The doctor said something is not normal. Next 2 days, finally the Thursday comes, you pick the Wednesday, Thursday, you'll go to the pathology lab, you'll pick up the report, you'll go to the doctor. It says the first one is good, second one is good, ninth one is good, 10th one he stops. No, there is a problem here in the 10th one. Go for X-ray. You're not happy that 9 things are right, but you're miserable that 10th one is not right. A person who wants to enjoy this world with the body is scared of disease. At the onset of the disease, you will be stressed out. Even if you have so much money in the bank, everything is all right. But at the onset of the disease, you will be very stressed out, leading to depression. There is a person by name Mr. Boeing who made aircraft making industry a multi-billion-dollar industry with no competition. For Google, ChatGPT is competition. Microsoft also has, everyone has a competition. But interestingly, Boeing company doesn't have any competition, headquartered at Seattle, USA. One reporter went to him and said, sir, I want an interview. With no competition, you have a monopoly on this industry, aircraft making industry. I really want to know, what is that you're thinking of? You own an island, you have a multi-billion-dollar industry. Mr. Boeing said, recently I've contracted a urinary tract infection. When I go to bathroom, I see hell urinating. I'm thinking of this. With all the money in the bank, the monopoly in the aircraft industry, and multi-billion-dollar assets were not making him happy. That one disease was making him depressed. Similarly, anything goes wrong with the relationships, will be definitely depressed. Especially with children. I have a question for all of you. In the relationship problem, can money help? Son is not listening, money helps. Spouses, there's a misunderstanding with the spouse, does money help? No. So today actually, relationship is actually a big problem, especially technologically developed world. 1984 CNN, Rockefeller, the richest man that time, he came in CNN and he said, people think in this world, if you have money, you'll be happy. but you are not right. So yesterday I got the news. My son who went to do research on cannibals was eaten up by cannibals, and I can never be happy for the rest of the life. I was so depressed. So the point is, even though Rockefeller was regarded as the richest man of the world at the time, just because he lost his dear son, he became so depressed and stressed out. So the third one is actually no, there are two. So the time is short. I cannot cover all. Can you see last but one? Edgy. One day you stand before the mirror and you see one white hair and you call everyone for a party. Why are you giving a party? Today I saw one white hair, sign of maturity. I want all of you to know I am gaining maturity. Will you throw a party when you see white hair? What you will do? Yes, sir. This one thing is making the cosmetic industry thrive. You know why people watch movies? Because the movie stars look young all the time, young and agile. But the reality is different. There was a French actress by name Brigitte Bardot. She was actually enticing all the French people and European people with her acting and beauty. One day, she was standing before the mirror. She happened to see one white hair. She became so depressed. She closed her doors. She never knew I am not the body, but I am living in the body as a soul. She doesn't know. She did not know this. But with that one white hair, made her so depressed. And she closed her doors to French people for a couple of years. So these are a couple of examples of stressors, and these are the internal stressors, apart from what I showed. Self-inflicted miseries, imagination, negative self-talk, self-pity, unhealthy comparisons. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be happy? I have a request for you. Please don't compare. Especially in unhealthy proportions. You come to office on Monday, any Monday. Yesterday, I purchased Toyota Camry. Your friend says, yesterday, I purchased BMW. Oh, in here. You are not happy that you have purchased Toyota Camry. You are miserable that your colleague has purchased a better car than you. I have a 3-bedroom, I have a 5-bedroom. So, if the comparison is triggering envy and causing you depression, don't do that. That's why you compare yourself with the previous performance. Earlier, I used to develop software in 5 days and program, same program, and I can write in 3 days. Then work very hard, bring it to 2 days, bring it to 5 hours, something like that. But usually, a person of conditioned nature, he or she does 3 things. You want to know? Compare, complain, criticize. These 3 things you avoid, your life will become better. What are the things? Compare, complain, criticize. My husband will ruin my life. My father will ruin my life. My friend will ruin my life. Nobody ruins your life. And we complain all the time. We criticize all the time. This will trigger negativity. So, now stress cycle is there. These are actually Sanskrit words, purposely deleted. There are 4 levels. If only you address the stress problem at any of these junctures, believe me, you don't need to take the project medicine that is available everywhere in America. This is one reason I want to tell everyone, actually, especially corporate people. Stress has 4 levels. What is that? Stress has 4 levels. Okay, you're launching the product into production March 1st. But you need to submit your project to the, you need to submit your module of the project by February end. They need 1 more month, they will launch in March. You have 2 more months. So what you do, time management, you'll plan accordingly. For some reason, January is over. Weekends you are not coming. It is there in your mind. In this 1 month, my results are not great. So wherever you are, it pricks your heart. It is there. No, okay, this marriage is there, that marriage is there, this thing, we have a trip, you're a trip. Wherever you're going, then you're alone, it pricks you. 6 weeks became 4 weeks now. Then suddenly what happens? February 1st comes. Then this dormant stress shifts to weak stress. And as soon as you return from your Europe trip, everyone asks, how is it? Boss asks, how is it going? Oh, yeah, great. But you know the reality. Then there is a stress. Suddenly one day, February 15th came. The 4 modules you have to give, only one is ready, 3 are missing. Then what happens? The week shifts to the separated. When you go home, you are playing with your children, or you are playing tennis. But this is dark, this is visible now. Ladies and gentlemen, in these 2 areas, if you put in an effort, Indians are known for that. Indians have a lot of patience for debugging. That's why everyone is hiring Indian studies. So these are the 2 areas. Only time is separating. Only time is separating. Even if you don't work in this time, you will be stressed out. Or especially sales. By year end, you need to have this much sales. November came, the sales, the achieved figure is here. The achieved figure is here, you are here. So, if you really work very hard here and here, then you don't need to be worried about this. But some reason, if you can neglect, stress is active, and I showed you the graph, the human function graph. My request to you, that's the time. Either you step up your hours, start working, so that you will not be consumed by that enemy stress. Believe me, nowadays ladies are balding. Even children are becoming autistic. In America, every second child going to be born is autistic after 2022. It's all attributed to that enemy stress. Please take this one line home. It will change your life. What is the cause of stress? You have an expectation which is different from reality. It can be relationship. It works. So, you have an expectation, you have reality is different. You want to, I'll give 3 examples. You want to stand first in the class, you prepared for the exam. You want to top the class with 90%. Results came. You got 88. Close to reality. You stood second. That's okay. A little bit stressed out, you felt bad. But imagine, results came, you failed. Worse than that, your best friend topped the class. This is your expectation, reality is different. Romeo and Juliet wanted to stay together. They want to get married and live together happily for the rest of their life. But the reality, parents said you cannot live together. The reality is different, expectation is different. They ended their lives, they committed suicide. Needless to say, 10th leading cause of death in America is today suicide actually. So sad. So, the wider the gap, the bigger the stress. What's the second example? Second example is you want to get a promotion, but you don't get the promotion, but your next door, not next door, your next seat, cubicle friend, he gets a promotion. That's stressed out. You know, you want to lead a healthy life until 70, 40 years of cancer. Every fourth person, you know, in future years, every fourth person will leave the world with cancer. So you want to be healthy, but the reality is different. So the point I'm making is when expectation is far away from reality, the wider the gap is, the bigger the stress is. And that will trigger fear and depression and anxiety. I think these two examples are fine. Should I continue?
Yes.
So this is, I'm sure now, the important part, how do we address the stress? Ladies and gentlemen, we have to address stress in 4 ways. Not 4 ways, 4 levels. But before we address the 4 levels, can we know the body, mind, intellect, spirituality, ego actually. So before we address this problem at 4 levels, I want to introduce you something very interesting. Bhagavad Gita compares our body to a chariot model. I have only one request. Please take this home. It's very important. So your body, you know, Kathopanishad says, your senses are compared to wild horses. Eyes, nose, ears, tongue, touch, skin. The senses are controlled by the strips of leather, reins, the mind. Mind can control the senses. But this is a charioteer, that is intelligence, buddhi. When charioteer controls the mind, mind controls the senses, and you, the soul, reach the home safe. How many of you understand? First of all, you are not the mind, you are not intelligence. Oh, so many people have seen, they think they are the mind. No, you are not the mind. You are not the body. Can I give an example? Your friends come from California. They say, hey, come, let's go for a party. Mind says, they came all the way from California. Go and enjoy the party. Your intelligence says, tomorrow you will deadline. Don't go. You say, no, I'm busy. I cannot come at 9 o'clock, the bar and restaurant. The friend says, yeah, we came all the way from California. Please come. Mind says, hey, they came all the way from California. Please go. Your intelligence says, everything must they come. Don't go. Therefore, you're one. 4 minds and you're one mind. Finally, mind says, you don't need to drink, go and sit down there. That's a good idea. Sit down for 15 minutes and come back. You all know what happens. If you listen to intelligence, you'll give some excuse, you'll resist. Now, if you listen to mind, you know what happens next day. Ladies and gentlemen, 99% we listen to our mind and we ruin our lives. How many of you agree? I should not have done this. I should not have done this. Not that you are telling in 2024. You will tell the same point in 2025 also. You will tell the same point in 2026 also. Why? You are not the mind. You are not the body. Mind is a thief. Your intelligence is the police. Whom are we listening? Thief. And this thief has braved the police, intelligence. And intelligence is working to listen to this mind, thief. So you say, I want a job. Recruiter says, send your resume. You tell send the requirement first. Based on the requirement, they'll send the resume. They'll send the requirement. We want a person with a Python professional of 8 years. Mind says, "Arey, you have 9 years experience. Put Dalo." And what you will do? You'll open your resume. Python 9 years. Java 8 years. Is the requirement. So this today's world end goal is money only. Morals no problem. You know what you need happiness. People do not know with this uncontrolled mind, which is controlling the intelligence and dealing with intelligence as slave, you may have momentary success, but the end result is misery. I have come all the way from America to tell you this. What is the goal of reading Bhagavad Gita? First thing you understand you are not the body. Second thing you understand you are not the mind. Third thing you understand you have a friend intelligence, but mind is your enemy controlling the intelligence. Okay, you are celebrating a party. Your friend comes with a beautiful box, gives you. Hey, very nice box. What is there in it? I just came from Africa and they give me a powerful king cobra. With one shot, it can kill anybody. Cobra is there, they take it. Will you take it? Uncontrolled mind is worse than a king cobra, with which you are sleeping. Wherever you go, you will take your mind with you. A pagal mind. And not only that, it has controlled the intelligence. So, if you understand that, mind is not your mind is uncontrolled mind is enemy, which has controlled the intelligence, you will resort to spirituality. Spirituality is not which temple you go or which mark you put on the face of this or this. Real spirituality is addressing this problem. Sharpening your intelligence, acquire knowledge, sharpen your intelligence, control the mind, and lead a easy life, stress-free life. So, as I said, we need to address the problem of stress in 4 levels. One, you have a body. Body is it's there. So you need to regulate the body. Body is also important. How many of you do yoga every day or exercise every day? So I mean, Pawanji is telling you. Regulation is important. Can you believe Bhagavad Gita, a book of self-regulation, is telling people what type of food you should eat, how much sleep you should have, and what type of recreation you should have. Gita is telling Yukta, regulation. Your gulab jamun is very good, 30 gulab jamuns. And then if you put a lot of weight in the name of dieting, you don't eat it. The one country, I'm surprised, where people eat at 10 o'clock in the night. India. I used to work in Singapore, software. There, the last person to eat the dinner is 6 o'clock. America also, they finish dinner very early. But Indians eat dinner at 10 o'clock. And then you lie down to sleep. The body starts digesting. And you are sleeping. And the machine is working. The grind is working. You're sleeping, you get up in the morning. Hey, I'm so tired. Why it is tired? Body is active. I want to tell you, Ayurveda says, I mentioned this in my book actually. For you to be peaceful and happy, body should be regulated, mind should be regulated, intelligence should be regulated, and ego should be handled. So my request to you is listen. Sleep is needed for the body, minimum 6 hours. Food is needed to the body. Ayurveda says split up your stomach into 4 parts. 2 parts food, 1 part water. Leave 1 part gap. Leave it empty so that food is digested. Yesterday, we launched this book. One doctor, famous doctor of Hyderabad came, he said, if you eat sufficiently one time or two times, you live. If you eat more than 2, 3 times, we will live, doctors. Means all the undigested food, you will become diseases. That's what this famous empty statement. If you eat more, we will live. If you eat enough and less, you will live. So, second thing, sleep. Yuktahara viharasya. Sleep means every 1 hour sleep. Before 12 o'clock, every 1 hour sleep is equal to 2 hours. 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock, every 1 hour sleep is equal to 1 hour. After 4 o'clock, every 1 hour sleep is equal to half an hour. Now I have a question for all of you. You slept at 9 o'clock, you got up at 5 o'clock. How many hours? 8 hours. Let us see in the terms of Ayurveda. 9 to 12 is 3 hours, means 6 hours. 12 to 4 is 4 hours, 10 hours. 4 to 5, 1 hour is equal to half an hour. So you slept only 8 hours, but how many hours you slept? 10 and a half hours. Great. Right? Now, you watched a movie and you slept at 1 o'clock. You got up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. How many hours? 8 o'clock you got up, you slept at 1 o'clock. 7 hours. Right? Now, according to Ayurveda, 1 to 4 is 3 hours. 4 to 8 hours is 2 hours. So, how many hours you slept? 5 hours. How many hours you actually slept? 7 hours. And when you get up, oh my eyes are burning. So when you are in 20s and 30s, boy, you don't care. That's why today people become old very fast. People are at diabetes is an epidemic. Not epidemic, pandemic in the world actually. Why? People have high stress levels. People have irregular bad habits. So my request to you, you handle, and apart from that, just do 15-20 minutes yoga. Then today's topic is more important than that is, and of course, fresh food. I know, not like frozen foods is not so great, but what I want to speak is the topic of mind. Uncontrolled mind leads to depression, stress, lack of confidence, loss of trust. Retain your emotional equilibrium, get rid of insecurity. Withdraw mind from negative and wasteful thoughts. Before I tell you how to control the deal with the mind, this person, can you see, he is sitting in a vat of ice with no dress. Can you sit on the ice? He's telling this Dutchman creates meditation after sitting in ice for 72 minutes. He's telling, I'm able to control myself by doing meditation. MSNBC and BBC News says there's an increasing evidence that meditation is useful and for some people a powerful therapy. Dr. Eugene White, University of Exeter. So, the way you're offering yoga and exercise to the body, what should I do to the mind? First of all, Udhariyat Atmanam 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 Osadit Atmai Atmano Bandar Atmai Varipratmana Bandar Atmanam Sasinatmi Atmana Jitanatma Shutte Vati Tatmi Shuktivat. If you really just translate this verse into English, if your mind is controlled, your best friend. Mind is uncontrolled, your worst enemy. One day in Mumbai, 21 years ago, I attended a seminar given by the superintendent of Baba Atomic Research Hospital, BRC. Medical superintendent said, in the area of stress, mind is involved. Science could not make much progress because nobody knows. First of all, mind is not a physical organ like liver or pancreas. Mind is very subtle. Till this day, science doesn't know whether mind is a square or circular spiral. When medical science doesn't know anything about mind, very interestingly, Bhagavad Gita speaks left and right on about mind and controlling of the mind. How many of you can control your mind for 10 minutes without a single thought? Nobody. Means we are living with our worst enemy. Uncontrolled mind has three things: complain, compare, and criticize. So, how do we do that? You know, Arjuna asks this question to Krishna, and Krishna says, I can control the cyclonic wind, but I cannot control my mind. Asam Mahabaho, Manodharnikanam Chilam, Abhyasa and Kaunteya, Vairagya Chudrishale. I fully agree with you, Arjuna. It is very difficult to control the mind. But two things you do. What is that? Practice. And second thing, detachment. How many of you have seen a girl putting 4 pots on the head, walking on the rope? Great, what a control she has on her mind. What a control she has on her mind. One person told the government of New York State in America, I want to walk on I'll put a rope on across Niagara Falls, waterfalls, and I'll walk. Government said definitely not. We don't want to create all this insurance and you'll fall and you will die and it's waste of time. So trust me, I will walk. You create a tiny rope, I'll walk on that. Finally, government agreed. Then this guy walked on this tight rope across Niagara waterfalls. Amazing. But it did not happen overnight. So, coming back, if you yoga will help you flex your muscles on the body level. If you want to flex your muscles, mental muscles, you need to do mantra meditation. Otherwise, mind does not show what you have and make you happy. Mind shows what you don't have and makes you miserable. Any experience? Everything is very good, but one thing is not there. Are you happy? Of course, but there's a but. So, how do we control the mind? When you go to bathroom every day to clean your body, ladies and gentlemen, come out and clean your mind. Mantra manastrayata iti mantra. Mantra will help you control the mind. Mantra will help you liberate from the mind. If you take 15 minutes out of it every day, you will see wonderful results. I've been practicing for 26, this is my 26th year. Every day I take a 2, 3, 4 hours. And the results are amazing. One day a couple of doctors from Henryford Hospital, Detroit, they called me. We are conducting the efficacy of mantra meditation on human mind. Can you please come and take part in this? I have no problem. They connected with me, connected with all the instruments, and they said, you do whatever you want to do, but you should be awake. But they picked me up for one reason. I have been doing mantra meditation. So what I did mantra meditation for 20 minutes and then I lie down fully awake. And they told me something amazing. Sir, what you did, we don't see any activity in your frontal lobes. I said, I was just doing mantra meditation. That's when they came out with the paper. The efficacy of mantra meditation on mind. So the point I'm telling is, when you're spending half an hour in the bathroom to clean the body, take another 15 minutes or another half an hour and sit in one corner. And it will help you control the mind. Second thing, you will cleanse your mind. Third thing, it will tell you you're not the body. Fourth thing, you'll stop or you'll reduce, complain, compare and criticize. It will improve your relationships. I started cultivating one gentleman in Lilananda in America. And one day he said, why I could not meet you 20 years ago? Ever since you suggested this mantra meditation, past 2 years I've been trained. In these 2 years I have not fired you, one gentleman. My patience increased like anything. My health improved like anything. Thank you very much. So my point to you, This mantra meditation, if you take it up, one is of course definitely what pranayama also helps, but much more than pranayama is actually mantra meditation. You know, it is proven by so many universities in America and Japan also. I encourage you to do that. And I spoke about the mind, I spoke about the body, intelligence. Bhagavad Gita originated from India, but we never opened it. Sometimes we give the book Bhagavad Gita as it is, they keep it as it is. They don't open it. Read 3 minutes, what is there in that? Stephen Covey came to Hyderabad. He wrote the famous book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Anybody read it? Thank you. Stephen Covey said, I come to India and very boldly present my book, and it's actually one of the best sellers in the whole in America. But why I present this to Indians? Because I know Indians don't read Bhagavad Gita. But all the principles of this book are taken from Bhagavad Gita. Stephen Covey said that's in Hyderabad. He said that. So the point is, there is so much knowledge Westerners are trying to get from our scriptures. Unfortunately, we don't have time for various reasons. So if you read 3 minutes a day and read Bhagavad Gita as it is, what is there, and this reading of Shastra sharpens your buddhi, intelligence. The last one is ego. Today, ego is the reason for destabilization of the families and relationships. The only solution for ego is service. You go and tell your first spouse, thank you very much, I'm very grateful to you. First of all, she cannot believe it. What do you have? But you call your mother, she'll cry. Service will improve the relationships. Service checks the false ego. We see like movie heroine and hero kneels down and tells the heroine, because you are making my life, you're better and better, thank you. There's a music. Unfortunately, it happens only in the movies. It doesn't happen in homes. You don't see any music. And today, technologically developed world, people are very lonely, depressed. People are very impersonal. No, our presence in this world is temporary. So even if there is any disagreements, best thing go and ask for forgiveness and do service. Appreciation and gratitude. Appreciation and gratitude. When the person is there appreciated, she is amazing. If everyone here develops the habit of appreciation and gratitude, when I come in, I can feel that vibration. If everyone is there and they cover themselves, and me first, then your behavior will influence this ether. You don't know. A person comes from outside, he perceives that also. So appreciation, you appreciate your spouse, appreciate your mother. Call your mother and father, they'll cry on the phone. Mom, because of you. Whatever I'm here is because of you. Mom, I'm grateful to you. Just try today. Same thing you do to the spouse also. You do 3, 4, 5 times, they understand. My spouse changed. That if you improve, this will improve relationships. Good relationship is a good solution for stress. Thank you very much. So, anyone has any question or comment? Very grateful for your patient audience. Sir, you would add anything?
No, I just wanted to show the practicality of this one. How old is Swamiji? Approximately, can you take a guess? Take a guess, guys. How old do you think, looking at him, how old is Krishnadas Swamiji?
45 or 50s, 40.
You want to know the truth? 60 years. You want to know the truth? This is the practical meaning of what he has been observing. Tell your age, sir, if you're okay.
No, I'm not. Okay. Actually, I'm 55.
So he looks much younger, much composed, and much calm because he has been practicing. So I was focusing on what you were saying. No, no. Some of the points as you mentioned, right? March is coming up, which is a year closure. All business development, either you like the weak side or that side. If you don't rush now, you'll have a stress at the end of the day. And that's what. And I wanted to ask you, Swamiji, when you came in, right? What is the aura you saw? Did you see people happy, people positive vibes here, or you wouldn't answer any of these things here?
One-to-one is better.
One-to-one is better. So I'll take to my office. I want to see whether there's a positive attitude in my office to start with. And thank you so much. We're all delighted to have you here, and it's our privilege to know much. Everybody knows this one, but not to the granular level of it. So I think I'll leave it to the team to ask any questions if they have.
You have any questions?
Anyone has any questions? Usually I heard.
Feel
people
free.
don't
You
open
know,
the office.
anything that is stressing
Office is
you.
over, you can be frank.
So from the slide of expectation and reality,
Ah,
so usually distance is what we make or we have to reduce, right?
right, exactly.
So maybe we feel that is reality and we try to achieve it. So how we can actually judge whether the reality what we are thinking is right or wrong, so that our expectations we can set right, because that is the biggest fail. We feel that this is what the expectation is, right? But how to judge and how to know what should be the right expectations or what should be the reality? Because I might think, okay, fine, to reach at a CEO's position, 2 years are enough. Okay, fine, I'll do few certifications and learn something from him and I'll reach. But whether what I'm thinking is right or not, how to know about it?
Amazing. Thank you very much. I don't know how many of you understood the question. You know, I have an expectation, but what is the guarantee that my expectation is right? But always reality is far away from expectation only. You know, but I work very hard to achieve it. How do I make sure my expectation is a reasonable expectation? You know, I just want to say one line. Today, God comes and says, do you want happiness or do you want a bungalow, car, and a villa to show others you're happy? 19% of people in the world say, we want all these amenities to show others we are happy, though we are miserable. That is the reality today. There is a famous comedian in America called Jim Carrey. He says, I pray everyone get what they want. A bungalow, a car, you know, what is that? Some family members, a big bank account. But then they realize that is not the solution for happiness. This is my introduction to your answer, but now let me address. There is nothing wrong having expectations, you know. But to know whether these expectations are reasonable or not, I strongly encourage you to read Gita. End of the day, Mataji, if you have bank account, 50 years later that will be there, but you won't be there. Many people today, they compare time with money. Especially Indians, Gandhi writes in Experiments in Truth. Indians, their goal of life is earn, but don't spend. 70% saving only. And you leave all the money to your future generations and you leave the world. That is the success of life. To answer this question, you should know what is the goal of human life. You ask anybody, what is the goal of human life? People say money. Goal of human life is actually, according to Bhagavad Gita, get rid of the impurities. Our heart is filled with greed, anger, envy, pride, ego, illusion. Trust me, if you have all these impurities, how much your money you have, how many assets you have, that will not make you happy. You know, I strongly encourage you to climb on the corporate ladder, no problem. But are you happy? Forget about that. Are you satisfied? You know, are you peaceful? Happiness is higher. Are you peaceful? What is it? Actually, so many people, if you go 9 to 5, all the homes are vacant only. Because everyone is working. We spend a lot of money, but you don't live there. So, I encourage you to read Gita to have an idea what the whole of life is all about. Then, trust me, sky's the limit. You can have any type of expectation you have, and definitely regularly you monitor, allocate some time, and allocate some resources to achieve it. You know, I want to give you some practical solution which you can take home. My friend said this, another monk. I want you to take this home. It's not mine, my friend's. Another monk, famous monk in the internet. He said, I didn't see that movie. He says, Amitabh Bachchan and I think some Shashi Kapoor. Shashi Kapoor had so much money in that movie, so much money in the bank, a Bentley car, all these things. This Kapoor comes to Amitabh Bachchan and says, "Sir, Amitabh Bachchan has all these things. This guy did not have." He asked Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan asked him, "I have a car, I have a bank account, I have a villa, and a palatial mansion. What do you have?" Whatever it is, I have not seen. He says, "I have my mother." It touches his heart. Really. Actually, people want to make money to spend that money with the dear ones. You don't spend alone. Very interesting. And then he made this statement. CAR. I liked it. Change what you can change. Okay, this is where the career comes up. This is my goal. I want to change my present life. I want to have a better life. Great. You have the talent. Why not? Go for it. Supposing you have this package, you feel you deserve a better package, there is nothing wrong. But understand, end of the day, happiness is not a product. Encourage all of you to, scale the heights, no problem. But then you realize that is not the solution for stress and happiness. Change what you can change. Accept what you cannot change. You have an autistic son. You worked for 5 years, nothing is happening. Accept it. You have a father who got paralysis. Accept it. Or you have a sickly mother is sick. Accept it. Or you have a health issue. Accept it, which you cannot rectify. The third one is there. Or problem is there. You raise above the problem. Or you reject if you cannot raise above. You have a toxic boss. You have a toxic husband or spouse. This gentleman is good, but one problem is there. So then raise above like for example, this, what is that? This bottle is there. I'm here. The bottle becomes here. The bottle is big. The problem is big. But when I raise above, the problem is there only. I raise above. Okay, my husband, he has 99 good qualities. One problem is there. Accept it. My spouse, my wife, 99 good qualities. One problem. Accept it. Raise above. You transcend. But you cannot raise above. You cannot accept. You cannot change. Then, final conclusion, reject. When I heard this, I really want to tell my more friend, hey, everyone will reject. Nowadays, ego is very high. My way or highway. I want to tell her, that's why you need to have a guide. Person who is non-envious, best guide is Bhagavad Gita. Because it'll open your heart. Then you will not reject everything. Then, with that knowledge you acquire from Shastra, Gita, you will have a reasonable expectations. Otherwise, scientists are telling planet won't be there after 100 years. The way, the famous Nobel laureate Amartya Sen, he said this: India and China, they want to become like America. America alone generates 9 times of trash more than the rest of the world. If India, China, with all these huge populations, they want to compete with America, you need 5 or 3 planets. What is the problem today? Greed. Why rivers are polluted? Why oceans are polluted? Because everyone's heart is polluted. If you had 140 crores of pollution of 140 crore hearts, it will reflect outside. So my request to all of you, clench your heart for 15 minutes and read Gita for 5 minutes. That will give you intelligence by which you can set reasonable expectations. That's concentration. Thank you very much.
2 more questions.
Thank you for such a nice question. Any other question or comment? I think it's okay. Thank you very much. Very, very grateful.
Yeah, I'd like to say something short. So, I've heard Prabhuji for longer lectures. Frankly speaking, when I was sitting there, I was remembering all the talks that I've got inspired from him. And trust me, today, whatever he could do in the limited time, he did. But given the time, like when we really are relaxed and he goes on a relaxed pace and there's so much to share. I was remembering Prabhuji so many examples and I was thinking maybe he'll quote that, maybe he'll quote that, because I heard so many from Prabhuji in the past. But I'm sure because of lack of time, he just quoted a few here and there. But most important thing that I really have learned by meeting great personalities like him are how satisfied they are, how composed they are. And that is the greatest wealth. I always feel very poor and very deprived when I see people who are satisfied, right? Who are completely happy in the way they are. I mean, literally, how many of you, I'm asking you open challenge, right? You got up whatever time in the morning, and probably does meditation for 3-4 hours, 4 o'clock in the morning, even earlier than that. He landed from US 3 days back, jet lag, no time for jet lag. Right? And he did 6, I think this is the 15th program in the last 3 days. I have the whole schedule with me. Right? Morning he is in Sangareddy, doing the lecture in IIT, and then in another college, and then I don't know if he had lunch or not. I really don't know. No? So now there is a TV interview. In TV interview you have to be attentive. You have to be, because it's going to get recorded. And then it got delayed for some reason, this year. If you all do this and come here and give a stress management lecture without any stress, can you do that? I don't think so. Unless you are, you have raised yourself above. I'm not praising because it was Shiksha Guru, but really, sometimes we don't watch some things which are most important. Right? When we look at some good personalities, we have something to learn from everybody here. I'm sure there are a lot of things I learned from Pawan. There are a lot of things you also learn from Pawan. And the good quality that Pawan has, he also learns from all of you. Okay? So we want to see that special thing. And some special things that Prabhuji told here today, even if you try to take a little bit of that, like what did he ask for? 15 minutes of meditation for you only, not for anybody else. 15 minutes of meditation, mantra meditation. This mantra has, someday we will discuss more. I know we have these sessions here. Prabhuji, we have every Friday or every second Friday. I eat their brain and something I repeat what I learned from you. So we will discuss about mantra meditation. Exclusively we will discuss how it is done. How many want to know how to do mantra meditation? Yeah, 15 minutes every day. You can do it, right? Even sometimes before a stressful meeting, I do it in my family. That I should be composed in that meeting, right? Control your mind, control your intelligence, all that. So he asked for mantra meditation, and he said, let us also invest some time in knowledge, right? Bhagavad Gita. A lot of people think that Bhagavad Gita is a very difficult subject to learn, but trust me, you just have to start and under some guidance. You can learn. I'm so grateful that Prabhuji gave his time here. There is another program he needs to go to. I don't want to add more, anxiety for them. Prabhuji will not be in anxiety, but they are in anxiety that Prabhuji has to come there. Prabhuji has written 3 beautiful books, right? He has written many other books, but like recently he is launching this. Can you give me one of those? So it's a very nice package. Actually, as soon as I showed to Pawan, he said, "Let me have one." He has at his desk 3 things: time management, anger management, stress management, right? And very simple examples and real life examples. And there are also exercises to do. Like you can literally, there is a question you have to write, introspective each chapter level. In very small books, you can finish each book in one week. Literally in 1 week you can finish, and time management. You can finish reading. I'm not saying you'll manage your time, but at least you'll go through it. And even last time when His Grace Chaitanya Chirapu was here, we gave so many books. I'm really grateful to. Let's applaud to Pawan for buying this book for us. He sponsored like 70 books to everybody. Why are we giving these books to you? Someday you'll read it. Because something different has to happen. It's a beautiful package, and as soon as I showed this point, okay, let's give it to our employees. Then I asked him, whom should we give? He told an amazing thing, never strike me. He said, let God decide who will get it. Let God decide through, Prabhuji who's coming here. So there are 22, you can pick up 22 of them, Prabhuji, from there and read the name. And you can come and
One
take
shot
this.
is also good enough. Just speak like this, so we will not take his time.
Yeah.
I have last question if you allow me.
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear of life?
If you have here.
I'm a monk. You see me with my dress. I went to America to work and became a monk. Biggest fear of my life is, in this process, before I answer, I learned a lot. One day somebody asked, did you see God? You stay with me after 10 years, I'll tell you what I've seen. So my biggest fear is, God we call Krishna, or Hare Krishna.
You have that fear.
I don't know.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, quickly you can finish it off.
Put up the customer, no? Once he says the child. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see who is blessed today. Tomorrow you might be blessed too. Don't get disappointed. If you don't get a book,
5,
the saga continues.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Another 2.
How many of you think you'll get it? Somebody who's not here and not going to give it will take more. Raise your hands. How many of you think you'll be blessed today? Okay, good energies. How many of you think you'll not get a book today? I'll have a separate coaching for them.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly read. So whatever you do, you can also please seated, and you can take a signature of Prabhuji on the book as well. You can open it,
Oh, wow.
right, and take a signature. He is the author.
Customer also.
This is, I'm not putting it over. Actually knowledge cannot be bought, but still, this is like $45 if you have to buy it in America, and in Indian, I'm not directly converting, but in India it is printed in Amazon. It is there even right now 900 rupees, and Pawan has bought 23 of them for all of us. Let's thank you for that. I'll read the names and you can read it from his hand. Right there, can we have a pen so we can quickly sign? It will take 10 more minutes, but it's good you have a signature there.
And I
Yeah,
just
Pawan can
said
read the names.
good stress I have. No, first three I'll read it out.
No, you can read it.
Because I'm expecting few people to get it. Srikant Samudra. Indrasena Reddy. Wow.
Get a pen also. You can.
Shesha Pratap.
Can you open all of them? Please keep coming.
I don't want to read this name.
have to open-
Komal Gupta.
Why you don't?
Yeah, I'm just putting some hands like it there.
Come.
She raised her hand, right?
Any open?
Yeah, so I don't want to be a luck or a bad luck, good luck for somebody. Somebody can take 5 of them. Want to do Urmila, Damodar, 3. Let's see the luck there.
Okay, I'll read couple of names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody will say Pavan took it, I didn't get it.
Let me keep the
Already read it, that open one.
okay. Satya Kalyan Kari. Wait, please, thank you. Something nice. Is it creating any stress? I don't know. Swaroop Nath Kanita.
It's his birthday today, but he just left. He was
Oh, he just left? Oh,
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
got it. So you can keep this.
Yeah, we can keep this.
Yeah, it's fine. Keep one. Okay, Urmila. Nice, you got it. Okay. Please remember who all got it because just putting the names there. Devi Prasad.
Devi Prasad.
Is there? Yakubu, better.
Yakub.
Yakub. Are you Yakub?
Okay, he's in. Okay.
Is it call?
He's in.
He's coming?
He was on a call. Is there
You
left?
can ask him to come.
Rajiv, let's start.
Okay, Ravindra.
Wow.
Where is it?
Prasanna ma'am,
This one?
if they didn't attend the seminar, we'll have to start training this.
So I'm just.
Mr. Sridhar Gopu, time for you, ma'am. Come.
Is Ravindra here?
Oh, Swati.
I didn't thought I'll be lucky
Oh,
today.
Swati is
Sorry.
We'll use. Okay, I have one more. Okay, Praveen Kumar Bachu.
Suman, come.
Please come.
Gopala. Come, come. Come. How did you predict it? Mr. Durga Prasad.
Really? You predicted it.
He's reading my mind. Kalyan.
Okay, so while it is getting funny, whoever did not get it, what I would suggest is whoever got it, please read it and share. Right? Please read it and share it so all of you also get a chance to read. Who can change our life? How many who can change our life? Read it attentively. How many of you feel that there is something to learn in every book? Yeah, something to learn in every book. It's just a matter of you reading it. So as they take the sets, there are 3 books in there. I'm sure they'll not start all the 3 at a time. So you can ask the other one, whichever they are taking, and start.
How many of you badly need this book? Raise your hand, 3 of them. You got it, no? So it's just in this. You badly need 2. Who all badly need? 3. Order 10 more.
I have 7 more with me.
Just raise your hands. Come forward, whoever raise your hands. Write your name on a piece of paper.
Well, actually, when Lakshman gave me this book, first thing my stress got released the moment I looked at the weight of it. I'm like, it's pretty lightweight, so I'm like, okay, content is also going to be light, so I'll have a stress free by the
This
time.
side, so Lakshman can give you this.
You know, sometimes it's content, I'm like, okay, it's going to take some time, keep it aside.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's only 7 of
Okay, I
them.
can read.
Yeah. 8 people came.
I have 7 with me.
I donate my book to Mr. Sandeep.
No, your book is
Then almost a this.
You know why I bought this 7? I'll tell you why I bought this 7. Because I have to give gifts to people, right? So I don't want to choose something, think what to give. Best is to gift a book, right? And what do you get for 800, 900 rupees? Nothing these days, right? So something like this, advance gifts. So have like 20 of them in your house. Anybody's birthday or anniversary, keep passing it. So I think all the 7 that I have to buy once more, which I will do it.
Yeah,
But,
I have more in my car.
the more in your car, we'll get it. I'll bring it next.
We just need one more. I think 8 people came, so one more would be sufficient. One up. And 7 for you, anyways. You have
Yeah, I already got them. So please read them. See, on your when you're stuck in a traffic or in the bus or in a car and you are not driving, you can read it, right? Or what I do. I don't know how many of you come to my cabin or when I'm there or not there. Anybody? You have seen, okay. So there is always a Bhagavad Gita kept there. As soon as I come inside, I start my day by reading one page of Bhagavad Gita. And just by opening and reading one page of Bhagavad Gita, in the last 4 years I finished Bhagavad Gita. Just by reading one page of Bhagavad Gita. We all can do that, right? Everybody can do that. So even this book, you can read one page and 2 pages if it encouraging. And within few days you'll finish the book only. And it's a great feeling to finish the book. You know, when you finish the book and you keep the book there, you feel, yes, I have done something. I finished something. So try doing it. It's very, very easy. Okay? Why don't you tear those and quickly grab your copy? One more copy is fine. So remember it. Okay, so rest of this amount to leave, you can start. Thank you very much for your audience. Appreciate it. Thank you, Paul, for giving such an idea for everyone.
You did everything. Thank you, Lakshman, for doing all of these things. I'm not appreciating this. It's your duty and appreciate it.
Thank you.
Show the signature.